Today, we've got the updated governor map based on the current prediction market. It's been a couple of months. I tried to use predicted for this, but occasionally I had to dip into some of the other ones. Usually, the markets are most affected by the latest polling, as well as the expected blue-leaning environment, plus some of the expected candidates. But almost all this movement here is toward the Dems. And the way I fill it out is if there's at least a 60% lead for one side or the other, they're going to go safe. 30 to 59 is likely. 10 to 29 is leans, and under 10% is tilt. Some of these are borderline and they could change day to day. But let's go through this. I'm going to plug in the obvious safe states. And for the Dems, in addition to the usual blue states, we've also got Arizona this time. At the time I made the video, it was just over a 60% gap on predicted. On Polymarket, it was a little under. But either way, this is going all the way up to safe. If it wasn't, it would be a high likely. That is kind of a surprise considering Trump won the state by 5.5 in 24. I don't think anybody thinks that Katie Hobbs would win re-election by 10% or more, but it seems very likely she'd at least be able to pull off a narrow win, if anything. Another state that went up to safe is Wisconsin. Similar to Arizona, could easily go blue, but probably not by 10 or 12 points. In this one, we've also got Maine and Pennsylvania going safe. It looks like where people are putting their money, they think Republicans don't have much of a chance there at all. Now, if we do the safe states for the Republicans, as good as the map looks so far for the Dems, the GOP is still going to get a bunch of solid red states. On this map, it's also still going to include South Carolina, Texas, and Florida. Again, some of these are borderline, but we've just got to wait and see who the nominees are going to be. We've still got primaries coming up. But now we get into the more competitive states. So again, the likely margins are at 30 to 59% advantage. And for the Dems, we've just got one state here. That's Michigan. Right now, it looks like a three-way race, but a lot of times in the end, the third-party candidates fizzle out. Either way, it looks like the markets are showing this one is comfortably going for the Dems, but not overwhelming. For the Republicans, we've got four states. First is Alaska. This is an open seat. They've got ranked choice voting. Republicans have an advantage here, but there's no guarantee Dems can't win it in this environment. After that, it's Kansas. This would be an open seat. Republicans have a great pickup opportunity here. This is coming off where they had a Democrat for governor. So usually there's one or two solid red or blue states that have the opposite party as a governor. After that, a lot of times they flip back to their normal partisan lean. So it looks like now that state is going to go red. The two other states are in the Northeast. It's Vermont and New Hampshire. Vermont depends on if it's popular Governor Phil Scott running for another term. New Hampshire has freshman Governor Kelly Ayotte. She seems popular enough to at least be able to hold another term here. Republicans have a lot more success statewide as opposed to federally. Now, the most competitive states, we've got four left. Let's start in Nevada. This is the expected Lombardo-Ford matchup, and we could cut right to the chase. The market was showing this was going as a lean rating toward Aaron Ford, the Democrat. In Iowa, this one was tied on predicted. On Polymarket, the Dems had a small advantage, so we could put that as a tilt D rating. In Ohio, it's similar. Dems actually had a small single-digit advantage. They're going to get it with a tilt rating. The final state is Georgia. This one also, single digits, very close, but going toward the Dems. So after that, we've got Democrats with 27 seats, Republicans 23. Dems certainly have a great night here. They do sweep all the swing states here for governor. They even tack on Iowa and Ohio. Republicans have very few highlights here. They would flip Kansas back and hold on in big states like Texas and Florida. And maybe you could talk about New Hampshire and Vermont. But Dems come out here in a far better position. I think a lot of this is because Dems have overperformed a ton in the special elections. Trump's approval rating has gone down. Republicans don't look motivated right now at all, but that could change in 4 or 5 months. So we'll see what happens, but this does look like a pretty solid blue wave as of right now. If Republicans actually lost Nevada, Iowa, Ohio, and Georgia, they would look completely embarrassed. But that's it for the markets right now as of early April. So let me know in the comments. What do you think about Arizona going safe? What do you think about Dems winning almost all the competitive states? Do you think the markets are going to pan out, or do you think they've got it all wrong? Let me know what you think down below on your way out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Join if you'd like to support the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.